Hey, beautiful people. Welcome or welcome back. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and I'm so glad you've joined me for today's reading. I hope you are having a beautiful day or night whenever you're here with us. We are here for a pop-up love reading, you guys. And I'm extra excited for this reading here today because I feel, based on some of the messages I've already channeled laying out the cards, that it's going to be a unique one. Typically, my pop-up readings are directed towards your specific person or a specific connection, but for some of you watching in today's reading, I feel as though there may be a new person coming in, and this may be directed to some of my singles out there. Now, I will say before we begin, if you do have a specific person, if you find that this resonates with a specific connection you do have in mind, that doesn't mean that this is not your reading. You are always welcome to take messages if, when, and how they resonate for your situation. Just leave behind any that do not. Remember, at the end of the day, this is a collective reading. So, following the typical structure of my pop-up readings, we will get started with the oracle cards I have pulled for us, and then after that, hop into the tarot for more details and info. Then we will also get out some channeled messages from your person / this person to you later on in the reading, as well as astrology dice, tiles, charms for extra insight, confirmation, and info. And then last but not least, I'll seal our reading off here today with the message just for you. So I highly encourage you to stick around till the end if you would like to get help doing a good reset and bring the focus back towards yourself. So I do ask that if you find yourself resonating with today's message, that you hit that like button. And also, I would love it if you would subscribe and join our beautiful community over here. That way you won't miss out on any future readings that may resonate in your life. So, all right, you guys, let's get into it. Representing your love and what is changing in your love life, we have Iron, the Great Work, and the Drowned King. We have Eros, the Threshold, the Shadow, and the Vow. And last but not least, we have the Starfish. Okay, so I'm going to get us started by talking to those of you out there that may not have a specific person in mind. You are becoming very, very magnetic. And actually, that statement applies to everyone watching. So if you do have an SP, that message is for you as well. We're getting a lot of messages of strong magnetic attraction coming through here from other people. So if this reading is for you, maybe lately you have noticed people are paying more attention to you. Like you could be walking down the street and people are kind of like staring at you or looking at you. You're walking through a store and people naturally feel comfortable coming up to you and asking you questions, or, you know, even just trying to spark up conversation with you. This can present itself in many, many different ways. If you do social media work, maybe you're getting more followers or subscribers than you're normally used to. Maybe if you're like an artist or a creator of some kind, people are paying more attention to your work than they have before. Like, honestly, you guys, this magnetic attraction from other people could be presenting itself in a multitude of different ways. But if this reading is for you, this is definitely increasing, and maybe you've already noticed this increase kind of creeping in and starting lately. People are paying more attention to you. You're the star of the show. You are magnetic as heck. You just exude this energy that people are naturally drawn to. And you know what? I think that it is because you have been doing a lot of your inner work. You have been taking care of yourself. You have been doing your shadow work and inner work a priority. So therefore, your energy field is naturally becoming more magnetic. You're healing yourself. You are exuding this confidence and this energy of self-love, and people on a subconscious level are picking up on that, and they like want to come closer to you because it's very attractive to be around. And I don't just mean physical attraction. In fact, I think for a lot of you watching, this is happening on an energetic level. And maybe it's possible you've also gone through a physical glow up. Some of you out there could have been working out more than normal lately, or taking extra care of your health, getting more sleep, drinking more water. There could have also been a physical glow up attached to this, but most of this is coming on an energetic level. I think that you have taken your healing very, very seriously with the Great Work card. You've really dug up stuff from your past, healed it, purged it, and at this point in time, you have or are just about to cross the threshold into like a different way of being for yourself, but in a good way, the best possible way. In fact, I feel like if you're watching this, you have made your healing, your self-love, your own journey, your top priority, and you've committed to this like wholeheartedly. Even if it's not always easy, you know, I'm not saying there can't still be some ups and downs, but deep down inside, you know where you are going, you know where you want to be, and you have been working very hard to get there, even if it's just little by little. You've made this vow and this promise to do that for you, like just because you know that's what you want to do. You want to be the best version of yourself you can be, and you want to work on your healing. And that's making you super magnetic. People are paying attention to you. The reason I brought it up in the intro that for some of you, I don't think you know this person that's coming into your life yet is because maybe you are single. You could have recently exited out of a relationship you knew wasn't serving you. You had to, you know, cut ties with that connection. Or, you know, maybe you have been single for quite some time and you're waiting for, you know, the love of your life to enter, or you're waiting until an actual healthy relationship, you know, appears into your life. You're not willing to sacrifice your boundaries anymore. You're not willing to just hop from relationship to relationship, learning the same karmic lessons. Now, if you do have a specific person in mind, we'll talk about all of this when I get to the tarot, you guys, but I did want to point out, I do have a strong feeling for a lot of you watching, you may be single. And right now, you are kind of the love of your life. Like, you're really loving yourself, you're trying to focus on you, and really honestly, that is just making you so, so magnetic. People are paying attention, quite a lot of attention. So, okay, guys, let's get into the tarot now. I'll pull out some more details for you. Okay, let me set that upright. There we go. And actually, scratch that. Let me get a sip of my tea first. Perfect. Okay, all right. So let's get into the tarot. Give me more details, please, spiritual team. Give me more details, if you don't mind. The Eight of Pentacles. Oh, I love that so much that was our first card. This is like the embodiment of what we were just talking about. This is the hard work. This is the dedication to self that you have been putting in lately. And your hard work is paying off, okay? Some of you may have actually gotten a promotion at work, or you're getting really close to that as well. I know that this is not like a career-centered reading, but I can't ignore that since it came out. All of the hard work you have been putting into yourself and your life, no matter what category we're talking about, it is paying off tenfold for you. I'm so happy to see this. And I love that there's a bee on this Eight of Pentacles, because I feel like that is the perfect animal to use as an example for that card. I just love that. Okay, so we also have the Page of Swords. We have the Fool. Something about using your voice and speaking up has been really important to you on your journey, especially if in the past you've had a tendency to, like, you know, sort of like zip your lips, not speak up or advocate for yourself when you probably should have. Something about using your voice and standing tall and advocating for yourself verbally has been really impactful for your healing. Maybe you had a blocked throat chakra, and you've worked really hard at unblocking that. We're gonna have to do a second tarot spread because I think universe just had some additional messages for you before we get into the love reading portion. So I'm sorry if that bugs you, but I'm a very I was going to say dedicated. I'm a very dedicated reader, and if, you know, my divine team or the universe decides to take readings in a different direction than I planned on, I kind of just go with it because I know it's happening for a reason. And I've learned on my own journey to try to not argue too much with the divine because, in my opinion, God's plan is the perfect plan. Anyway, okay. So I do see that there is a fresh start coming in for you after a long time of conflict. I think that you have worked really hard to heal and to move forward in your life. And this new beginning that you feel has been promised for you is coming in very soon. And a lot of you have already been walking in the footsteps of it. Like you're already walking into this new reality for yourself. You've taken a few first steps through that door. That's why people are starting to pay attention to you. You're noticing the blessings starting to roll in for you. I think it's only going to get better from here. People are going to be more generous with you. You'll be more generous with yourself. You might even find that, you know, miracles are working in your favor. You know, debts that you had owed might, you know, be repaid quite easily. You may even have people coming into your life to help you out through a difficult time. Like miracles and blessings are just coming to you effortlessly now that you are raising your vibration, things are going well, you're doing your healing work. You may notice that these miracles are just effortless for you at this time. Okay, so as promised, we're going to try to get out some love messages for you now because I do feel like there is a love connection coming into your life, or maybe a deepening of a current connection if you do have an SP. I want to see what is changing in your love life specifically now, okay? Spiritual team, let's talk about love now, okay? What is changing in the viewer's love life, please? What is changing in love for the viewer? Okay. That's the Ace of Swords, by the way. We also have the Emperor. Some of you may be getting in communication with the Divine Masculine, okay? Somebody that you resonate with being your Divine Masculine or a Divine Masculine for you. Or I think a person coming in for you is going to naturally embody a lot of Divine Masculine energy. That does not mean that they have to resonate as being masculine. Everybody has both Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine within us. In fact, this Temperance card is a beautiful representation of that. Everybody has that duality within them. We have, you know, dark, we have light, we have feminine, we have masculine. But I think that a person is coming into your life soon, or if you already know who this person is, there's going to be a deepening of a connection with somebody that naturally embodies a lot of Divine Masculine energy. This person may be a divine counterpart for you with Temperance and the Emperor, because this combination here is kind of driving that point home for me. This person may be a divine counterpart, however you resonate with that. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups. We also have the Two of Pentacles. You will see this coming before it happens. I feel for most of you watching, this is a new person or a person returning from the past that maybe you've been in no contact with for a while. Or I suppose if it's your specific person, maybe the two of you have not been on the best terms lately. And there's going to be a really strong like deepening of the connection to the point where it almost feels like a reunion, even if you've been in contact the whole time. Okay, like I said, we have the Queen of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Moon. Definitely lots of strong notes of communication is coming in. You're going to be talking to whoever this person is very, very soon. And for most of you, you have been waiting for this, which is part of why I believe you've either been having dreams about this person, your intuition has been telling you they're coming in or they're coming back. But this is something you've kind of been waiting for, but I feel like you've passed the phase of like hoping and praying, staying up at night, hoping they'll reach out to you, hoping for this, hoping for that. You've kind of been chilling with it. You're like, you know what? I'm happy living my life. I am loving the life I'm living right now. I am loving my self-love journey. I am doing a-okay on my own. And that's why this is coming in for you, because you've detached from the expectation of specific outcomes with a divine counterpart, or whoever this person is, if you know who they are. You're like living your life. You're doing great, and the universe is like naturally bringing this person to you because of that. You are magnetic. Things are coming into alignment, right? And so I would expect communication from them very, very soon. That point keeps being driven home here with the Eight of Wands. You've definitely been getting some kind of dream communication about this person or about this connection. You might not know who this person is, but in your dreams, maybe you've been seeing a specific person that you haven't met in the 3D before, or you've been having dreams with a certain type of energy, or getting messages, letting you know that something big is coming into your life. You may have recently been seeing a lot of angel number 555. Maybe tower cards have been coming up in readings for you a lot lately. Pay attention to butterfly imagery, snake imagery, phoenix imagery, anything that indicates change, transformation, okay? And bonus points if you're seeing a combination of any of those things, okay? Because I definitely feel like you've been receiving signs about this person, whoever they are, whether you know them or not, but they're coming in very soon. You will be talking to them. And I feel like the communication is gonna kind of kickstart things. Like right when you talk to this person, you're gonna know that there was a very big change, okay? Whew. Wow, you guys. Like, I feel like today's reading has been a mix of like a pep talk, encouragement, and a love reading. I don't know. It's very interesting when the divine sort of like takes the reins. I love it though. That's part of why I love my message from the universe readings. They're definitely my favorite style to do. That's not what this reading is, but I don't know. I love my message from the universe readings just because I leave it totally open-ended. I do not even ask specific questions. Anyway, okay guys, we're gonna get some messages out from this person to you. So especially during this section, it's going to be really important that you listen to your intuition and take things as they resonate, okay? You might have to flip the script around a little bit, change things from past tense to future tense. I'm going to pull the cards and leave this next section completely up to you to kind of decode and decipher, if that makes sense, okay? So these are messages from the person that is coming into your life and or coming back in, okay? Or if you're already talking to this person that is currently in your life that you're having a rebirth with, okay? So take it as it resonates. I'll read them all. Yeah, for some of you, this is a divine counterpart. And I'm always very cautious and careful about talking about anything relating to twin flames on my channel for personal reasons, and because I know the journey, I am very aware of the journey, and I don't like to encourage like the obsessive, intense energy that comes with those types of connections, because I feel you. If you are there and you are in one of those types of connections, they're very, very challenging, especially if you are the chaser and they are the runner, okay? Remember, at the end of the day, the reason you met your twin flame is not necessarily to have a romantic relationship with them, but rather to awaken you spiritually, and it is meant to be a very beautiful gift to catalyze your ascension and your awakening. That's all I'm going to say. I try to, I don't like it when people feed into the obsessive energy and, try to convince people that, I don't know, I'm not going to get into that for personal reasons. But anyway, okay. So, but for some of you, it could be. It could also be a divine counterpart who happens to be like a past life soulmate of yours, or whatever you resonate with. Everybody's beliefs are different, and I think that's beautiful. Okay, we'll get more cards out next, but I'm going to read these two first. We have unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss. Runner, I don't want to run anymore. understanding, I see your side of the story, and detachment. I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. For those of you who resonate as this being a person coming back in, this is very clear. I don't think you have to flip the script at all. For those of you who resonate with a new person coming in, I think this is work that they've put into themselves before even meeting you, and that's why they're now in alignment with you, because you have also been doing this inner work. You've been doing this soul searching, and now the two of you have come into alignment with one another, okay? Whoa. That's definitely specifically for those of you out there that resonate with this being a past person, right person, wrong time. I need time to figure myself out. Maybe you have met this person before. For some of you watching, you've met them, even if it was just in passing. Like you literally could have like walked by them in an airport. You didn't even know it was them. You just encountered each other, and now you're going to actually formally meet in 3D. Can we forget about all the drama? I'm thinking of you right now. Okay, wow, that's powerful. When I created that card, I set the intention that it would only come out like in a reading if the person in question was legitimately thinking about you while you're watching the reading, okay? So maybe for some of you, you do know this person and they're thinking about you right now. For those of you out there that it's a new person coming in, they might not know who you are, they might not know your name, but they are thinking about you, and they may also be having some dreams or seeing some signs that you are coming into their life as well, especially if this is a divine counterpart connection and a fated soul connection. Maybe they do just have a gut feeling that a person just like you is coming into their life soon, okay? Bottom line, what I'm seeing here is that this person in question, whether you know them or not, has been doing a lot of their own inner work as well. And that's why this is coming into your life, because the two of you are in alignment with each other. Okay, so let's get out some tiles and charms next. If anybody would like to be an amazing helper and comment the Astro dice placements I get out down below for the collective, you are the best. Otherwise, it might be a good idea to grab a pen and paper and write these down, especially if you resonate as this being a new person. That way, if any of these placements pop up in their astrology chart later on down the line, you can take it as extra confirmation. But as always, it's entirely up to you. And this is not to be taken as like anything set in stone. Take it if it gives you extra confirmation. If you don't see specific zodiac placements here, that is a-okay. Remember, this is a collective reading and maybe it was meant for someone else, and that is just fine. Okay. It gets a little noisy though, so be aware if that bothers you, turn the volume down. I'm going to roll these 5 times today, okay? So we have Virgo, Saturn, and Moon. Shout out to my fellow Virgo moons. Wait, where'd it go? There we go. Shout out to my fellow Virgo moons. I am a Virgo moon myself. Okay, so this person could have Virgo moon or Virgo Saturn, or maybe you do. These could also be your placements. We have Sagittarius, Mercury, and North Node. Okay, shout out to Sagittarius North Nodes. I'm a Sagittarius North Node. Okay, spiritual team, this reading is not, okay, anyway, maybe I have some kindred spirits out there. Okay, we have Sagittarius South Node now and Jupiter. So Sagittarius South Node and Jupiter. Sagittarius again, wow, okay, Sagittarius energy may be very important in your upcoming love life. Maybe you are a Sagittarius or have dominant Sagittarius placements. This person could, or it could even be that maybe Sagittarius season in general is when this person is coming into your life, or when the big change is gonna be like at its peak, okay? This is a timeless reading, so I trust it found you when it was meant to. If you're watching it when it was posted, we are currently in Virgo season, so we still have Libra and Scorpio to pass through before we have Sagittarius, okay? So it's a couple months away, but in the grand scheme of things, a couple months goes by really, really quick. It's not like we're talking about, you know, like half a year from now, and even then 6 months is nothing. It's like a blink of an eye. But anyway, I had to shout that out. Let's do one more pull. We have Aries, Neptune, and Venus. Okay, Aries, Neptune, and Venus. There we go. And I did not pull songs for us today, you guys, because I did the cards first, which I usually do before I pull songs, simply because I had a really strong feeling for a lot of you watching. This is a new connection, and I just didn't feel like I wanted to pull songs. The end. End of story. But I will in my next pop-up, more than likely. You guys seem to be enjoying that addition to the channel, so I plan on keeping it up. All right, Mavis. Somebody's name could be Mavis. That is a fairly uncommon name, but it came out. Every single letter came out upright. They're the only letters. So yeah, if somebody's name is Mavis, that's extra confirmation for you. Maybe even Davis. Okay. Gavin. Somebody's name could be Gavin. Yeah, we can make Gavin. I think this is how you spell Gavin. I'm not positive, but Gavin. We could even be David. I'm getting a lot of D's coming through, even though we don't have them pulled, but I did just look over and I see 2 right here. So yeah, somebody's name could start with a D. Davis, David, Dave, even Maven. I don't even know if Maven is a word. Raven. I don't know. So we have Gavin, SM, NY, and E. Maybe you'll meet this person in New York, Minnesota. Ooh, this is going to challenge me. Missouri or Mississippi, Michigan, Maine. I'm like going through all the states now. I don't know, you guys. I'm going to leave this here for you. You're welcome to take your time with the letters if you would like to. Okay. We have a fish. Pisces energy could also be very important here. Also, I feel like go with the flow. This is saying this fish almost looks like it's swimming very delicately. Continue to go with the flow, ride the wave of life, go where you feel you need to go, listen to your intuition as you go ahead, okay? We have a red circle here that's telling me that there will be an end of a cycle, something that's blocking your root chakra, okay? We have a star coming out, something you've wished for is coming into your life. And interestingly enough, we have a triangle coming out here, okay? And there's like a square or a rectangle on the inside. So I don't know, there could be a love triangle here or a love square. I don't know how that would work, but there could be third-party energy present. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to be with a person. It could be your healing, okay? Your healing, you're coming into alignment with higher vibrational things now. Third-party energy is leaving your field. That could be what it's indicating. All right, hold on. Gotta move my tea glass. There we go. All right, you guys, I'm gonna close today's reading off with a couple messages just for you now. Doesn't have to relate to love or this connection or anything like that. These are just for you. So if you need a minute to grab a glass of water, take a couple deep breaths, you're invited to pause the reading and do what you feel you need to do. Okay. If you didn't get something you really wanted at this time, if you feel stuck or feel like things are not going according to your plans, know that something bigger and better is coming. It's something filled with divine magic that couldn't come into your life if you were to receive what you are asking for now. I feel like this probably resonates more with your past self, maybe what has pushed you on your healing journey. Maybe you did want a specific person, or maybe you did want a specific outcome and you had to learn how to detach and trust the process. So this could even be confirmation for you that a blessing is coming into your life very, very soon. Because you've detached, because you're trusting the process, you're trusting God, and you trust that if you don't get what you want right now, that means that something even better is coming to you down the line. Okay. We have today, I am happy. Today, happiness and love will fill my heart and soul all day. And as always, I invite you to affirm that with me below in the comment section. I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here, though, you guys. I want to thank you again for joining me. I'm glad I could deliver some good news to you here today. This ended up being a really fun reading for me to do. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you resonated with it. And I would love to see you for future readings on the channel. Have a blessed rest of your day or night. Bye for now.